Israel and Hezbollah have reached a pivotal ceasefire agreement, bringing an end to the 14-month conflict in Lebanon. US President Joe Biden heralded the announcement from the White House as an historic milestone, signaling a step toward lasting peace.
I'm pleased to announce that their governments have accepted the United States proposal to end the devastating conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. I want to thank President Macron of France for his partnership in reaching this moment. For nearly 14 months, a deadly conflict raged across the border that separates Israel and Lebanon. A conflict that began the day after the October 7 attack by Hamas on Israel.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed his cabinet's approval of the ceasefire despite opposition from far-right coalition members. Speaking after the Security Cabinet's decision, Netanyahu emphasized Israel's right to respond if the agreement is breached, stating, "We will enforce the agreement and respond forcefully to any violation. Together we will continue until victory." President Biden, in remarks from the Rose Garden, declared the hostilities along the Israeli-Lebanese border would cease at 4 a.m. local time the following day. He underscored the deal's aim to permanently halt violence, ensuring that Hezbollah and other groups could no longer threaten Israel's security. He added, "Today's announcement is a critical step. It reminds us that peace is possible."
Let's be clear. Israel did not launch this war. The Lebanese people did not seek that war either, nor did the United States. Over the past year, including the days immediately following October the 7th, I directed the U.S. military to flow assets and capabilities into the region, including aircraft carriers, fighter squadrons, and sophisticated air defense battery, to defend Israel and deter our common enemy at critical moments. Lasting security for the people of Israel and Lebanon cannot be achieved only on the battlefield. And that's why I directed my team to work with the governments of Israel and Lebanon to forge a ceasefire, to bring the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah to a close. Under the deal reached today, effective at 4 a.m. tomorrow local time, the fighting across the Lebanese-Israeli border will end. This is designed to be a permanent cessation of hostilities.
Biden also confirmed that U.S. troops would not be deployed to the region, but assured international cooperation in enforcing the ceasefire, with France and others assisting. French President Emmanuel Macron welcomed the agreement as a culmination of months of diplomatic efforts, while also urging continued attention to the ongoing crisis in Gaza. Even as the deal was finalized, Israel intensified airstrikes in Lebanon, with Lebanese authorities reporting 18 fatalities. The ceasefire follows extensive international lobbying, particularly by the Biden administration, which faced challenges in securing an agreement amid rising tensions. The agreement is set to take effect tonight. Under its terms, Israeli forces will withdraw from southern Lebanon, whilst Hezbollah will relocate its heavy weapons north of the Litani River. During a 60-day transition, the Lebanese army and UN peacekeepers will secure the border zone. A US-led supervisory mechanism will monitor compliance. Netanyahu cited strategic reasons for pursuing the ceasefire, including countering Iran, replenishing military resources, and isolating Hamas. He noted Hezbollah's weakened state after months of conflict, claiming significant damage to the group's infrastructure and leadership.
And just as the Lebanese people deserve a future of security and prosperity, so do the people of Gaza. They too deserve an end to the fighting and displacement. The people of Gaza have been through hell. Their world's absolutely shattered. Far too many civilians in Gaza have suffered, far too much. And Hamas has refused for months and months to negotiate a good faith ceasefire and a hostage deal. And so now Hamas has a choice to make. Their only way out is to release the hostages, including American citizens, which they hold. And in the process, bring an end to the fighting, which would make possible a surge of humanitarian relief.
Despite this, the deal excludes Gaza, where efforts to broker a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas remain unresolved. Biden expressed hope for progress in Gaza, stating, "I think so, I hope so, I'm praying."
Today's announcement is a critical step in advancing that vision. And so I applaud the crazy decision made by the leaders of Lebanon and Israel to end the violence. It reminds us that peace is possible. Say that again, peace is possible. As long as that is the case, I will not for a single moment stop working to achieve it.
The ceasefire reflects elements of UN Security Council Resolution 1701, which ended the 2006 Israel Hezbollah war but was never fully implemented. While the agreement marks a significant step, challenges remain in achieving broader peace in the region. Lebanon's Prime Minister Najib Mikati has welcomed the deal as a fundamental step towards restoring calm and stability in Lebanon and enabling displaced persons to return to their towns and cities. The US, EU, UN and G7 had all pushed for a halt in the fighting between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah after more than a year of violence. Biden said the French president said the ceasefire would protect Israel from Hezbollah and create conditions for lasting calm. Emmanuel Macron later said the deal could open the path for an end to the war in Gaza. In the hours before the ceasefire, Hezbollah said it launched drones at sensitive military targets in Tel Aviv, following deadly Israeli strikes in Beirut. At least 3,823 people have been killed and 15,859 others wounded in Israeli strikes on Lebanon since October last year, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry. The latest figures include 55 people killed and 160 injured in strikes just yesterday alone, the ministry said. I'm Anthony Davis. You can find me on the 5 Minute News YouTube channel and podcast, on Wednesdays co-hosting Uncovered, and on Sunday on The Weekend Show with Midas Touch.